Back on the SportsMax zone, we're talking cricket now. Barbados Pride bounced back from their third-round loss to Guyana Harpy Eagles to register a crushing win over Trinidad and Tobago Red Force on the penultimate day of round 4 in the West Indies Championship. The Red Force were dismissed for 139 in their second innings to lose by an innings and 22 runs. Let's check out the scorecards now, starting with that T&T match played at the Taruba Brandlauer Cricket Academy. 133 all out in their first innings. Jamel Warrican 3 for 21. In their second innings, 139. Roston Chase 3 for 26. Yannick Correa 35, top scoring for the T&T Red Force. The Barbados, you remember, team had made 294 when they batted Raymond Reed for 79 and Terence Hines 5 for 32, a career best effort from him. So Barbados Pride winning inside 3 days by an innings and 22 runs and consolidating their position at the top of the table. Let's move on now to the other grounds and the next fixture here between the Windward's Volcanoes and the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. This match played at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain, and the Volcanoes need 286 now to win because the Leeward's Hurricanes had declared their second innings at 252 for 8, with Devon Thomas getting 51 against Kenneth Denver 3 for 62, and the Windward's Volcanoes 127 for 3 at stumps. Kimani Milius, the former West Indies under-19 captain, getting 51. Rakeem Conwell following up his first innings 5 for with 2 for 20, and the Volcanoes in a spot of bother here, needing 286 to win, 127 for 3 at the moment. Next game being played at Diego Martin. Looks to be glorious batting conditions there. The Jamaica Scorpions with their near 400 total, 393 they made, with hundreds for Jermaine Blackwood and Aldane Thomas. And the Guyana Harpy Eagles in reply, 574 for 7. Tajanarayan Chandapur, 184 or 420 odd balls. Vishal Singh, 100 not out. Bowling for the Jamaica Scorpions, Nicholson Gordon, the fast bowler, 4 for 122. Jermaine Blackwood, 1 for 28. The Harpy Eagles leading here by 188 runs. And what a magnificent reply this has been by the Guyana Harpy Eagles. 574 for 7 declared. And, well, not declared, they're still batting. Tajanarayan Chandapur, 184. And Vishal Singh, just before the close of play, getting to his 100. So 1,500 scored so far in this season of the regional first class competition. I am not sure that I can recall after 4 rounds of cricket so many hundreds being scored in a first class season in the Caribbean.
That sounds like a statistic I could dig. Meaning, I don't think it's record late, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
in recent seasons,
it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not saying it hasn't happened before, but
it's a lot.
I'm just saying generally
after
four rounds, we wouldn't have 1,500s.
I'm right with you there, but I think the scorecard that we showed, 574 for 7 for the Harpy Eagles. I think that's 10 runs short of what they actually closed play with. So I think it's 584 for 7. Yeah. We showed 574 for 7, 584 for 7 off 157 overs. So I think that's the up-to-date score. But here, Lance, Mariah, right on with you. Vishal Singh, you remember him?
Yeah.
Vishal Singh was given a 3-test run-out against Pakistan. I remember the Courtney Brown selection panel picking him. And we in the SportsMax zone room were pulling our hair out, those of us who had hair. Lance found something to pull because he too was frustrated. Because Vishal Singh kept getting out to the same delivery, the same way, every innings. And we were wondering, well, why is this man who looks so talented at the regional level getting his chance at the top level and looking as if he's a deer looking into headlights? And he was dispensed with after that series, never to be seen again. I remember Courtney Brown came here on the SportsMax zone and we asked about Vishal Singh to say, so is it that you're finished with him? Because clearly he had something which convinced you to pick him for the test team in the first place. So given that he has failed, are you through with him? And they said no, that he was on a special program and monitoring. Well, Lance, Mariah, I don't know from which haystack he has come, but he has been stuffed deep down. Good to see him announce himself or re-announce himself, reintroduce himself with an unbeaten 100. And I hope for the sake of the young man that he can go from strength to strength.
Yeah. He's not quite that young anymore.
When I say young man, I mean...
I understand what you're saying.
In context.
And in contrast to Taishner and Chanderpaul's knock, his was pretty brisk. His
of 85.
But he's a free scorer, Vishal Singh.
14 fours. Or 13 fours.
So all thoughts though on Taishner and Chanderpaul, because there is an opening spot for the West Indies.
I'll give him a chance.
And Craig Brathwaite needs a partner. John Campbell has been just about hanging on to his place. But consecutive hundreds now from Taishner and Chanderpaul, back-to-back matches. Big hundreds as well. 140 not out, and then 184.
There's a but.
Where's the but?
The but is this, my friend. Both of you have always heard me complain about my dissatisfaction with the combination at the top of the West Indies test order. There isn't a batsman there who can change gears, who can put the bowlers under pressure. We've seen the templates from the great West Indies batsmen, many of them in the past. B.C. Lowry, you can use him as a reference point. Maybe not, because he was extraordinary. He was a genius.
Yes.
But there were, if the bowling was good, you gave the bowlers half of the session or the whole of the session, given the quality of the bowling. But you know that you change gears as a batsman and start to impose yourself on them. Craig Brathwaite doesn't bat that way. Yeah? He's safety, safety, safety. Lance, if we put Taishner and Chanderpaul at the other end, Mariah, it's more of the same. But
he'll get runs.
We're not sure. I'm saying he gives me runs at this level, but he bats so slow, and I'm not convinced about his capacity and his ability, his skill set to survive at the top level in the way that he can survive at this level. And so I have my misgivings, and those are arguments that I've made already from the basis of my misgivings. But the man has scored runs, so you give him a chance.
I'll give him a chance, because the problem is most of the times when we lose test matches is because we don't have the proper opening pair, we don't have enough runs. For me, you can bat all day. I said that yesterday, and I stick to that point. You can bat for how long you want once you put runs on the board, because we already know that we have a batting problem.
Yeah, well, the batting problem has been stark for the West Indies for many, many years now. And Taishner and Chanderpaul is putting runs on the board, which is what he needs to do. George is touching on a point, though, because if it is that he is so laborious in getting these runs at this
38
level,
strike rate.
It is reasonable to think that at the higher level, he may struggle even more. So, you know, you could argue that. Having said that, you cannot judge a batsman's ability to perform at the international level until you give him the opportunity.
Correct.
And he has raised his hand and said, I want this opportunity. And I think, given his current form, he should be given that opportunity.
And given the fact that it's not as if we have somebody that does the job as consistent, it's not as if, and we've said many a times, we have the spot. So give him the opportunity, a fair chance, and then see what happens.
One of the things with people is that when you're reasoning and you don't just agree wholeheartedly, they don't hear what you're saying. And of course, not applying the two of you. So I'm saying again, I have misgivings, and I've expressed what my misgivings are, but he deserves a chance because he's been scoring runs. And I've been saying from morning, we have a vacancy at opener at the other end from Craig Brathwaite.
He's saying it all week.
Yeah, man. Taishner and Chanderpaul can get his chance now, yes.
Okay. We go to break. When we come back, Mariah has the second set of zone updates.
I think.
Stay with SportsMax on YouTube and follow us on all social pages for updates, news and entertainment.